Well, we are joined live in the studio right now by my crazy girlfriend. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time. Can you all take just a minute to maybe introduce yourselves?
Yes. What's up? This is Bennett.
This is Maya Marie.
This is Cosmo.
This is Justin.
And we are
My Crazy Girlfriend.
We usually have a corny 90s pose like this that we do.
Yeah.
But
once we
people
say
can't.
that.
I'm
It doesn't
witnessing
translate
it.
on the radio.
I love
for
it,
having
though.
us.
You guys are very into the 90s, I've heard.
Yes, we are.
So do you kind of try to incorporate that into your sound musically as well? Is that kind of dancey?
Yes, as well as physically.
As well as physically.
We're influenced by so much of the 90s music, from Green Day. No Doubt's a huge influence to us, to a lot of the more pop-driven stuff like the Britneys and Sinks, and even to back to the hip-hop stuff like Jay-Z, NWA, Snoop, and stuff like that.
And just try to put it all together into your sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big smoothie.
I love it. So now I've read that you guys have all individually kind of done your own thing for a while and then ended up coming together. So you can let everybody know how you really came together and made the group thing happen. Was that difficult, a transition from being more solo, doing your old things, to getting together and making one cohesive sound?
It was actually a really smooth transition and an idea that we don't understand why we didn't come up with it sooner. It was such an obvious thing that people had kind of been throwing around for a while. But we all at the same time lived in a studio / apartment for us that we used to record a lot of our stuff, and lost everything at the same time. Like within a span of 3 months, we all lost our jobs. We got evicted from that apartment.
Oh my God.
And we were there for each other, and we were the only ones there for each other. So we all bonded over that. And we're like, we all have the same common goal. We all have the same dream. Why don't we do this together and form a super group?
That's
how
awesome.
My Crazy Girlfriend was born.
And how did the My Crazy Girlfriend name come about? I know you've probably answered that a million times.
Never.
Everybody's got to ask you that.
The name was actually a song title when we were doing Crazy Stupid Love, our single.
Yeah.
We start every song with a concept first, and we were scrolling through concepts, and we didn't have a name, just a lot of bad candidates. And we said, you know what, this kind of has a ring to it. Like, it's something you'll never forget, like a crazy girlfriend. And you either are one, know one,
Have been
one, currently are running from one, hiding from
Currently
one.
running from one.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the
Restraining
case.
order on one.
Security.
Yeah, right? So does that make maybe more slightly stalkerish fans at all? They maybe are encouraged to be crazy? Do you have any crazy fans?
We kind of look at crazy as a good thing.
Okay.
So we call our fans crazies. We embrace the crazy in everybody.
Nice. I like that. And how's the stage show? Does the stage show get crazy?
Yeah, it was epic.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get a small taste of that, sound-wise anyway, by doing a live performance of your latest single, am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Awesome. And when can we expect a full album? Are you guys working on that?
We are. We actually finally get to go home in we go home for 5 days in a week, but then we really come back home at the end of July. And to finish our album and start rehearsing for our tour with Little Mix in September.
Oh,
And
nice.
an album hopefully by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Our album's about halfway done now,
Yeah.
so we've got to just fill in some more songs.
Yes.
and-
That sounds very cool. Are you taking the time while you are on the road and traveling everywhere to still do some writing, or is that really hard while you're doing all the
It's
shows?
honestly really hard to do.
Yeah.
We
We've
try
tried
what
a
we
few
can in the
times.
van
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
It's hard to finish something.
Do you write down ideas like when we get back we want to write about this
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah, we
or
have
whatever?
a couple, definitely. And it's awesome getting to go through all of this the past 3 months, and it's going to be cool to see going back into the studio after doing bigger shows, seeing new places with that new inspiration. So
Awesome. So you guys have literally been driving across country for like the last 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Started out in LA, that's where home is, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you've
Yes.
already made your way over to the East Coast finally, so
We
we're happy to
have.
have you here.
Thank
We're
you.
happy to be here.
We've survived tornadoes,
Yes.
gas
Really?
station food,
Yeah.
everything good and bad. It's been awesome.
Now
it's been an
you're going to be
adventure.
doing seafood, right?
yes,
Yes.
we have
Lobster
to.
rolls.
Lobster
So
rolls are
excited.
first on the list.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
We can't wait.
And I would love to, Pam, our label rep is here. I would love to try oysters. I've never had an oyster before.
Oh, would you do the raw oyster, just swallow it whole thing?
I would.
You got to
I'm
do
all-
it.
I'm all for it.
All right. I'm intrigued. I don't think I could do that.
Really?
Eaten a lot of seafood, lived on the East Coast my whole life, never eaten an oyster raw. So
We'll do it, and then we'll tweet you a picture of me with the oyster.
absolutely, yeah. Pictures, video, whatever you want to send. I'd love it.
Hopefully he's not allergic to shellfish. That would be bad.
This would be a rough way to discover it out on the road.
He's had shellfish.
It's in a shell, right? Is it shellfish? I don't even know.
Yeah, we'll post it to our Twitter. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, by the way, My Crazy GF Music. Follow us on Instagram at My Crazy Girlfriend.
So you guys have been taking crazy pictures all the way along
Yeah.
on the road?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
People know the experiences?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's been epic. It's going to be like our yearbook almost, like going back and seeing this whole promo tour. I've seen our number on Instagram go from like, you've posted 500 pictures and now it's like 1,100 or something crazy now.
It's dope because there's a photo map on Instagram and on Facebook. So I actually screenshot before we left on promo tour, just like our map, and we only had California, and now it's almost completely filled up. It's
That's
pretty crazy.
awesome. And it's like all these great memories because I'm sure there's
been
a
so
lot
amazing.
going on with you guys right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes maybe not being able to step back and take it all in, you can look
Yeah.
back at the
Yeah,
great
to go
pictures.
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
And it's also awesome, like, the more and more people that find out about us, they could really see our whole journey, like, from the beginning, the day we signed to...
Everything's in photos on Instagram.
That's
If
crazy.
you go back far enough. Don't go back too far, then you'll just find weird periods of our lives.
Weird hair times.
Totally weird hair time.
Awesome. Well, we are going to get to the single. We want you guys to perform it live here in the studio for us. Very excited about that. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.